if you have distributed decision-making, as you have in the US, when leaders are more accountable to their followers than the other way around, the way that you can coordinate actions is to prevent the lateral spread of information and enforce a downward spread of information and ideas, right? And this is currently, I think, what's happening in the attempts to curb social media is the attempt to make sure that people don't develop ideas that compete laterally between groups, but to impose a shared narrative on people top down. And that in some sense leads to the end of liberalism. So you're are forced to commit to ideas that come top down because they come top down, not because they are the right ideas. And this was especially apparent in the pandemic, which led to a widespread failure of social systems to coordinate in the US, right? It was quite abysmal in the way in which the expertise of systems were not integrated into the behavior of the whole. There were a lot of people that realized what was going on, starting from the Secret Services in December and the individual people in the healthcare system in January and February. And the public administration and the press trying to downplay this because they had agreed on a narrative that saw this mostly as a cosmetic issue. So it was an issue whether there was a new virus coming out of China and we would need to stop travel from China was seen through the lens of whether this is a racist thing. So what does this look like in the present political narratives? For a lot of people, this is still the case, right? When right now a New York Times reporter writes on her Twitter account that she's one day we will stop thinking about talking about the lab leak hypothesis and realize its racist origins, but this day sadly is not today, right? This shows that she generally believes that the question of whether this was a leak due to insufficient regulation and we didn't react to this in the right way because we did the wrong thing, so we killed people because they made the wrong decisions, is an irrelevant perspective to her. To her, it's relevant. How does this fit into my political narrative, into the current story that I currently tell in the news? And this is the reality that she is committed to. It's quite fascinating, right?